Hi everybody, my name is Julie. I am from Texas originally, but I live just outside of London now with my husband and 2 kids. My husband is British. And I am a knitter, and I love knitting, and I've been knitting since I was a kid, but I've really gotten into it this year and just started my first garment making this year. And this is actually the first jumper I ever made for myself, and I really like it. Let me just tell you a little bit about it. So it's called the Slouchy Cable Sweater by Sirdar, and the pattern number is 10265. I knit the size medium. I used Hayfield Bonus DK, which is an acrylic yarn, and I used the color Stone Marl, which is a green, and the color code is 590. So that's this jumper, and I just knit it to pattern. I didn't make any alterations. I think I might have sewn it a little too tight here. It's knit completely in panels, bottom up, and it's not exactly how I imagined it would come out. But that being said, I do really love it. I find it really cozy, really easy to wear, really easy to clean and maintain. And it's definitely my go-to comfy jumper I wear at home. I'm also working on another pattern by Hayfield or Sirdar. I know they're linked in some kind of way, but this one's for my husband. So it's this beautiful cabled jumper. It has this cable knit motif here on the chest, and it continues onto the back, and then it's just regular stockinette on the body and on the arms. And it's called Hayfield Bonus 10077. And I am knitting it up in Hayfield Bonus Aran, which is the recommended yarn, and 100 grams. It's called Dark Gray Mix, and the shade color is 790. And then it's 100% acrylic. And how many meters? And you get approximately 256 meters for 100 grams. So it's So it takes about 6 balls, and I'm making the size large for him. My husband thinks he's a size large. I think he might actually be extra large. But I know acrylic grows once you kind of knit it and wash it and everything. So I don't think it's going to be a problem. So basically I finished. So like I said, it's worked bottom up and in panels, but I decided to knit in the round and then just split for the sleeves. I've already finished the back, and so you can see here I cast it off for the shoulders. And then I've just put the neck stitches on hold, and here is the cable motif. I knitted it a little bit longer than the pattern recommends, just because I know my husband is quite long. So that's that. And I could always just sew up the sides a little bit if there's too much arm length. And so now I'm just continuing on to the front, and then I'll do the sleeves and then pick up for the collar, and that will be that. And yeah, I just wanted to come on here and introduce myself and say hello and just show you a little bit of who I am. I'm really excited to be part of this amazing community and to be more engaged with it. I'm sitting here also with a few other things I've made. I got really into blanket making during COVID, so I'm here with a couple of my blankets. I know it looks like all I do is cables, but honestly I think out of these 3 things, I think those are the only cables I've done. But I did make this whole blanket with cable. This is actually the first cable I've ever done, and it's what I really like about this is that it's the same cable motif on both sides, so it's completely reversible. And It's also made with acrylic yarn just because it's super easy. I also, so this was all before all of these patterns, and this is like an old whip that I'm just like, okay, I need to finish it already. But I have moved over to more natural fibers. Not saying that there's anything wrong with these acrylic fibers, it's just I want something a bit more sustainable. I want to switch over to more of a sustainable way of creating and crafting. That being said, these items are extremely durable, and I don't have to worry about them getting dirty because I could just throw them in the washer and the dryer, and it's all good. I'm here with one also other blanket. I saw that Ikea had this simple garter stitch blanket, so I just went ahead and made that as well. It's a huge like throw blanket. I just keep it in the living room to snuggle up with on the couch. So yeah, I'm hoping to do these podcasts more regularly. I'd like to do them weekly, but I just will have to see how it goes. I did already film a whole video with everything I've made that I still have, but I ran out of room on my phone with the storage and I had to delete it, and it was a whole mess. So I'm going to try to figure out how to maybe chunk it up into smaller bits. Hi, so I just wanted to come back on here and let you know that I did figure out how to just take short clips of everything I've made, and then I just figured I'd talk over it here. Here is my balloon sweater by PetiteKnit. I use superfine alpaca, DK, and drops kid silk. My brother went ahead and bought me that yarn for my birthday, and I felt really lucky to use it. I folded over the collar and I shortened the hem, and it's just a really lovely warm jumper that just makes me feel really happy every time I wear it. The next jumper is also a balloon sweater by PetiteKnit. My friend who lives in the UK saw me wearing it and really liked it, so she went out and bought the yarn, and we came up with the design together and how to best pair the colors, and I provided the mohair and just knit it up, and it's a really cute woolly sweater. This is the Cargill sweater by the Crochet. I made this jumper as soon as it was released. I really thought it was a gorgeous jumper, and I really wanted to make something special for myself. I used alpaca yarn that I got when visiting my friend in Connecticut, and I used King Fibers cashmere silk. It's like a mohair alternative to hold together with it. The next thing I made was this cardigan. It was a test knit, and it's just really warm and snuggly. It's knit with Knit Picks Wonder Fluff. This is the Adventure Snood by the Knit Purl Girl. This one is a hat I made for my daughter. Here is a scarf I made using leftover yarn from a cardigan I made for my daughter. She has the cardigan right now, otherwise I would show it to you. So the next item I made was actually a jacket for my son. It has all over texture, and it's with self-striping yarn. Again, I'm using Hayfield, which is an acrylic yarn, and I think it came out pretty good. The stripes matched up all right. And then with the leftover yarn, I just made this cute little scarf. This is a dress I made for my daughter. It's a little bit too short as a dress, so it's kind of worn as a tunic, but it is really cute. And it's also worked flat and then seamed. This washcloth, we put our barred soap on, and it's kind of gotten a little discolored, but it is still really cute, and I used the leftover yarn from that dress. So this jumper was a test knit. It's the Aosta sweater, child's version. I knit it for Sophie, the knit Purl girl, and it's really cute and fun. I made it size 5 for my son. This hat I made with my friend when I was visiting her in Connecticut. We just used scrap yarn and her knitting machine, and I think it came out kind of cute. This one is a cardigan I made for my daughter. It's by King Cole, and it's just a fun textured cardigan that she likes to wear. This cable knit blanket is double-sided, like I said before, and this is just it full length. And here's the other blanket I was showing you from before, just holding it up so you can see how big it is. Next, I want to show you this really cute baby bear bonnet by Pernille Larsen. I used Drops BabyAlpaca silk in light gray purple, and it's for my friend who is expecting a little girl. It was really interesting to make and a really fun, quick knit. So the next 2 items I'm making for my daughter's birthday. It's the pinecone skirt and the Tuvius top by Little & Loop, both with Drops cotton merino yarn. They're super soft, they're super wash, so I don't have to worry about them felting, and they're really nice. These last few items I'm going to show you all have damage to them. The first item is this baby blanket I made for my daughter when I was pregnant with her. It has some holes in it that just need a repair. The next item I was going to show you, felted, and actually all the rest felted as well. This was the Nurture Bralette, super cute, can't wear it. This baby blanket I made for my son ended up in the wash and got felted, but we still keep it anyway. And lastly, this hat. This hat I made for my son only half felted because the other half was super wash. Thank you so much for watching.